The story begins with a homeless man named Dwight. Whenever he saw a house that was unoccupied, he would go inside. At this time, he had snuck into someone's house and was taking a bath in the bathroom. Suddenly, he heard the sound of the door opening. He realized that the homeowners had returned and immediately jumped out of the window and ran away. He wandered here and there, just trying to survive. After a while, he saw a car that was in a dilapidated state and completely empty. Someone had abandoned the car as if it was junk. But Dwight was happy because he had found a place to stay. He started living inside that car. In the evening, he went out and started eating leftover food from the dumpster. Then he returned to his car, read some books, and went to sleep. It seemed as if this man had no target in life. But he had been waiting for 20 years for someone to get out of jail, just so he could kill him with his own hands. The next morning, a police officer named Eddie arrived there. Eddie was already familiar with Dwight. She pulled Dwight out of the car and said, "I don't want you to get into any trouble, but Wade Cleland is about to get out of jail." Wade was the same man who had killed Dwight's parents 20 years ago. Hearing this, the fire within Dwight began to burn. His life had one purpose: to kill Wade. Now that he knew Wade was getting out, he began preparing for revenge. He got a new battery installed in the old car so it could run properly. Wade was about to be released from a prison in Virginia, so Dwight would have to go there as well. For this, he went to a gun shop, but the guns were so expensive that he couldn't buy anything. Then he wrote a letter to his sister and began breaking car windows in a parking lot, hoping to find a gun in one of them. After some time, he found a gun, but its trigger was locked. Dwight kept trying to break the lock, but in the process, he broke the entire gun. Then he thought that if not with a gun, he would kill him with his bare hands. So, he headed to Virginia without a gun. Upon reaching there, he waited outside the jail to see when Wade would come out and where he would go. A little while later, a limousine arrived at the jail gate and Wade came out. Wade's family was very happy to see him. Everyone hugged him. Seeing this, Dwight broke into tears. The man who took his parents away from him was now enjoying with his family. As soon as they left, Dwight started following them. After a while, Wade's family stopped at a bar to party a little. In anger, Dwight sneaked into the bar from the back and quickly hid in the bathroom. He waited for Wade to come in alone. After a little while, as soon as Wade came in, Dwight immediately came out and first attacked Wade's throat. But Wade survived the attack and started attacking Dwight one after another. But Dwight didn't give up either. He attacked again and this time stabbed Wade in the forehead. Wade fell to the ground. He was just taking his last breaths. Now his death was certain, so Dwight immediately began to leave. Meanwhile, Wade's family also got suspicious that something had happened. What is he doing in the bathroom for so long? They all quickly moved toward the bathroom. Dwight came out and first punctured Wade's car tire and then got into his own car. He saw that he had a deep cut on his hand which was bleeding profusely. During the fight with Wade, he might have dropped his car keys inside, so he thought he would escape with Wade's car. He immediately got out and got into Wade's car. Fortunately, the keys were still in the car. He quickly started the car and began to flee. After a while, he realized there was someone on the back seat of the car. He stopped the car. A boy named William emerged from the back. William shouted loudly, "Why did you kill Wade?" To this, Dwight replied, "Wade killed my parents and made me an orphan." Hearing this, the boy got scared and started to run away. Dwight became a bit thoughtful because of William's demeanor. Now he felt that maybe he had killed the wrong man. Could it be that Wade took the blame for someone else? Then he saw an empty house ahead. It looked like no one had been there for a long time. Dwight went inside to change his appearance. First, he cut his long hair and beard so no one could recognize him. Then he took a bath and became a completely clean man. He bandaged his hand and put on new clothes. Then he watched all the news channels on TV, but there was no news of Wade's death anywhere. Then he came out of the house. Outside, he saw a truck and asked the truck driver for a lift. Now he was going to meet his sister Sam. Sam's husband had passed away. She lived alone with her 2 children. A little later, Dwight arrived at her house. Sam was very happy to see her brother after such a long time. After a while, the two went to a restaurant to eat. Then suddenly, Dwight said that he had killed Wade, the same man who killed our parents. Hearing this, Sam got very angry. But deep down, she felt some relief that the man who made them orphans was now dead. Sam said that Wade's family lives in our neighborhood. They are very wealthy people. They keep belittling me at every opportunity. Especially, they flaunt their limousine a lot. After a little conversation, Dwight realized that the Cleveland family is very powerful. Now that he has killed Wade, they won't sit quietly. Soon they will come looking for him. That's when it occurred to him that both of them were outside. Who's watching the kids? Just thinking about it, they both got very nervous and rushed towards the house. When Sam went inside, she saw that the children were completely safe. But now she was scared and came out angrily. She slapped Dwight. She said that everything was going perfectly fine. You've put our family in trouble again. Now I don't understand what to do. Dwight said that he would handle everything. But until then, you need to leave here with the kids. He told Sam to pack her things and take the children to Pittsburgh. Don't come back until I've fixed everything. Sam realized that protecting her children was her top priority. She packed her belongings and left, leaving Dwight alone. Now Dwight had to make sure that no one would come after his sister. First, he checked the house. Then he thought about how he would defend himself if Wade's family attacked. But there were no weapons in the house and his sister had probably taken the knife with her. Dwight made do with the little things he found and began to wait. As soon as night fell, he heard the sound of a car. He immediately ran to the window. As soon as he looked outside, he saw Wade's 2 brothers. Their names were Teddy and Cal. They had come there in Dwight's car. Dwight understood that these people had not come with weapons to worship him. They had come to kill him. He immediately went upstairs and turned on the bathroom light. He also turned on the water so that if they entered the house, they would go straight upstairs, thinking whoever is there is up there and not look around downstairs. After turning on the light, Dwight looked out the window again and understood that both brothers were coming from different directions, one from the main gate and the other from the back gate. Then Dwight came downstairs and hid under the sofa in the hall. Both brothers entered the house and slowly started going upstairs. Now Dwight had the opportunity to escape. As soon as he came out, he saw that Cal had spotted him. Cal had a hunting bow and was continuously shooting arrows at Dwight. Dwight ran and got into his car and started driving away quickly. But in the commotion, he hit Teddy, who then fell to the ground. Dwight immediately got out of the car, picked up Teddy and said, "Quickly tell me, are you after me or my sister?" But Teddy had become unconscious. He couldn't say anything. Then Dwight picked up Teddy's gun and saw that Cal was coming after him. Dwight fired a shot and Cal hid. Now Dwight quickly picked up Teddy and started putting him in the car. But as soon as he started getting into the front seat, Cal shot an arrow into his leg. Now Dwight was bleeding profusely. Injured, he started the car and began to drive away. Cal was running after them, shouting. But Dwight didn't stop. He got far away from there. Going outside, he first dragged the unconscious Teddy from the back seat and put him in the trunk. Dwight was in a lot of pain at that moment. He tried to remove the arrow from his leg, but it wasn't easy. Then he reached a store in that condition. Hiding his wound, he took some medicines and a few items to remove the arrow. But even after all this, he couldn't remove the arrow. Blood was flowing rapidly. He started feeling like he could die at any moment. In the end, he had to go to the hospital, but he fainted before he could see the doctor. When he opened his eyes, he saw that he was lying on a bed. He had been treated and there were stitches on his leg. Dwight's leg wasn't completely healed, but he still couldn't stay in the hospital. He came outside and quickly reached his car. He knocked a bit near the trunk, after which Teddy started shouting loudly. It clearly meant that he was still alive. Then he quickly changed out of the hospital clothes. Everything was going according to Dwight's plan. Now Dwight went straight to his sister Sam's house. First, he locked the windows and doors inside the house so that no one could see inside from outside. He turned off all the lights and cleaned the house before returning to the car. While sitting in the car, he was looking through Sam's old photo album, which contained pictures from his childhood. Then Teddy started shouting repeatedly that his leg was broken and he was very thirsty. But Dwight didn't pay attention to what he was saying. He just started remembering the happy days of his childhood while looking at the album. That's when he saw his old friend, whose name is Ben. Seeing him, Dwight thought he would go to meet Ben. He drove to Ben's house, but only his mother was there. Ben's mother explained that Ben had moved away almost a year ago, but she immediately recognized Dwight since he was Ben's closest friend from childhood. She gave Dwight Ben's card and said that he now lives in the city and this is his address. Dwight drove again and reached the address in a few hours. There he met a girl who told him that Ben is currently working. He will be free only after his shift, which will go on late into the night. Then Dwight came outside and waited after seeing Ben's car. Around 12 o'clock, Ben came out and they started reminiscing about old times. Then Dwight said, "Look, I don't have much time. I came here to get your help. I need a gun." Ben understood that something was serious. He told Dwight, "Let's go home." After this, both of them headed towards the house. Upon reaching home, Ben gave him a gun and asked, "Do you know how to use it?" To this, Dwight replied, "No, I don't really know how, but I'll manage." To this, Ben said that there's no one around my house. I can teach you how to shoot in the backyard. To this, Dwight said that I've already taken a lot of help from you, my brother, and I don't want to trouble you. I just need the gun. He took the gun and left from there. While leaving, he also took a can of water to give to Teddy. As soon as he opened the trunk, Teddy came out. Then he saw Dwight standing in front of him with the gun. Teddy immediately started drinking water. Dwight asked, "Why did you come to my house? To kill me or my sister?" So Teddy said, "We came to kill you, bastard." After this, he told some things that shook Dwight. Teddy said, "Do you think your father was a very decent man? He was having an affair with my mother. When my father found out about this, he went to your house in anger to kill your father. But they never wanted to kill your mother. She had no fault in any of that. But she also got killed in the crossfire. So Dad had Wade sent to jail instead of himself because Wade was still under 18. He would get a lesser sentence." Hearing this, Dwight became troubled. He said, "I want to end all this once and for all. I don't want my family to be dragged into this again. I admit I killed your brother. For that, I will surrender to the police." To this, Teddy said, "Our family doesn't operate by such things. We don't go by the law, we go by our own ways. Now your entire family will die, your sister and her children too." Hearing this, Dwight fired a shot and Teddy got scared. Dwight gave him the phone and said to talk to your family and tell them I'm coming to end everything. There's no need for anyone to do anything further. Teddy called them and talked. After a while, Dwight came forward to take the phone from Teddy. Here, Teddy got a chance and attacked Dwight, snatching the gun from him. He said, "Our family has its own rules. My father committed 2 murders and still didn't serve time. In the end, he died of cancer and now you're going to die too." Now he was about to shoot Dwight. Then a shot came from nearby and gave Teddy a headshot. Ben fired the shot as he was worried about his friend. He picked up Dwight and said, "I knew you'd get into some trouble, that's why I was following you." He gave Dwight the gun and said, "You have a gun in your hand, but you don't know how to use it. If the shot doesn't hit the target, the gun is of no use." Then Ben trained him and gradually Dwight started getting a little better. After the training, Ben gave him a gun, some money and some food. He also said, "Your problem is my problem. Both brothers will go together." But Dwight refused. He said, "You've already saved my life, my brother. I've got all the help I needed. Now our paths are different and the photos of me you have, burn them too." Saying this, Dwight left, but Ben still started following him. But after a while, his car suddenly stopped. When Ben opened the bonnet, he found out that Dwight had intentionally ruined the car's battery. Dwight knew Ben wouldn't stop following him, and he didn't want to put him in trouble under any circumstances. On the other hand, Dwight had gone quite far ahead and was eating. After this, Dwight gathered his courage and entered the Cleland family's house. He started searching for people with the gun in his hand, but there was no one there. After a while, he gathered all the weapons and threw them into the river so they wouldn't have any weapons left. Then he went to Wade's father's grave. the same man who killed his parents. Dwight knew he couldn't do anything to a dead man, but he still urinated on the grave because it was all his doing. Then he took out Teddy's body, dragged it to the pit he had dug behind the house, and buried it. Then he buried the body well and sat inside the house waiting for everyone to come. He had set traps everywhere, but no one came. When suddenly the lights of the house turned on in the evening, he got scared. He picked up the gun and started looking to see who had come. Then he realized that the light was automatic. They turn on at 8 in the evening. He couldn't wait any longer. He dialed his home number and left a message that he wanted to end everything. He had no enmity with their family, just with the man who killed his parents. But if they went after his sister, he wouldn't leave anyone alive. A few hours later, the Cleland family returned. 3 people entered the house, Carl and his 2 sisters. From their conversation, Dwight found out that they knew everything about Sam, that he was currently in Pittsburgh and they were going to kill him soon, along with his 2 children. Hearing this, Dwight got very angry and shot Carl directly. Now only his 2 sisters remained. Dwight said that he had no intention of ending their entire family. My enmity was only with your father, but you made a big mistake by going after my sister. Suddenly, William came there and shot Dwight. Dwight was definitely shot, but he was still alive. Both girls screamed and told William to finish him off quickly, but William couldn't shoot. At that moment, the truth was revealed. William was actually Dwight's half-brother because Dwight's father had an affair with their mother and William was born from that relationship. Dwight snatched his gun. He had the chance to kill William, but he left him alive. Both women were watching all this. Then one of them took out a machine gun from under the sofa and started firing rapidly. After a while, all 3 bodies were lying there. Carl and both his sisters were killed. Only William was alive. Sometime later, a man came to Sam's house in Pittsburgh with a newspaper. The newspaper said that everyone was killed. It meant that no one would come after Sam now. Dwight not only took his revenge but also ensured his sister's safety forever. If you liked the video, please like it and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.